Did you know the average person wastes over $18,000 a year on unnecessary purchases? That's right. Imagine where that money could go if used wisely. Now, here's a question for you. Are your spending habits quietly sabotaging your path to wealth? Every year, most people unknowingly waste enough money. Most of those are unnecessary things. Stay with me, and you'll not only identify these money traps, but also learn how redirecting these expenses can lead to financial freedom. Subscribe the Wealthy channel and let's get started. Number 1. The depreciating assets trap. Buying depreciating assets is like pouring water into a leaking bucket. No matter how much you add, it keeps draining. As Robert Kiyosaki said in Rich Dad, Poor Dad, the rich buy assets. The poor and middle class buy liabilities they think are assets. Think about flashy cars, the latest gadgets, or overpriced designer clothing. These purchases lose value the moment you take them home, yet people chase them to impress others or fulfill short-term desires. Imagine someone spending $25,000 on a car that loses 30% of its value in a year while ignoring investments that could grow at 12% annually. Instead of buying that new $1,200 phone every year, invest in a $100 monthly systematic investment plan. Replace that $50,000 luxury car dream with a dream of financial independence. Every dollar you avoid wasting on depreciating assets is a dollar you can invest in appreciating ones, like stocks, mutual funds, or real estate. Number 2. Consistently upgrading bigger houses. Buying bigger houses for the sake of status or comfort often becomes a trap, draining wealth instead of building it. In the psychology of money, spending money to show people how much money you have is the fastest way to have less money. People often overextend themselves with larger mortgages, higher property taxes, increased maintenance, and utility bills, leaving little room for savings or investments. Imagine upgrading from a $300,000 home to a $500,000 one without a significant income increase. The additional costs, $15,000 more annually in mortgage payments, $3,000 in taxes, and $2,500 in utilities, add up to over $200,000 lost in just 10 years. Redirect the savings from avoiding unnecessary upgrades, perhaps $10,000 annually, into index funds or real estate that generates passive income. The takeaway? Consistently upgrading houses doesn't just cost money, it costs peace of mind, opportunities, and future financial security. Would you rather impress others with a mansion today or retire early and stress-free tomorrow? The choice is yours. Make it wisely. Number 3. Unnecessary subscriptions and fees. The silent money drain. Imagine paying $20 a month for a streaming service you rarely use, $15 for a gym membership you haven't touched in months, or racking up $40 in overdraft fees simply because you didn't monitor your account. These small expenses may seem harmless, but as James Clear writes in Atomic Habits, habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. The same applies to bad financial habits. They snowball into significant losses over time. Start by conducting a subscription audit. Go through your credit card statements and cancel anything you don't use regularly. Automate bill payments to avoid late fees and keep a budget to monitor where your money goes. Instead of wasting $15 a month on unused services, channel that money into a high-yield savings account or stocks. Would you rather pay for things you don't use or invest in a future you'll enjoy? The power to decide is in your hands. Now we're about to get to the really powerful money habits. Number 4. Unnecessary tech upgrades. Do you really need the latest smartphone every year? Most upgrades offer marginal improvements for a hefty price. Upgrading to the newest phone, laptop, or smartwatch every year might feel exciting, but it's a silent money drain. Shift your mindset from being a consumer to being an investor. Before upgrading, ask yourself, is this a need or a want? If your current device meets your needs, keep it. Tech fads fade, but wealth compounds. Would you rather flaunt the newest gadget for a year or enjoy financial freedom for a lifetime? Number 5. Paying full price. Many people impulsively buy items without comparing prices, waiting for sales, or looking for discounts. As Ramit Sethi emphasizes in I Will Teach You to Be Rich, It's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. Buying a $2,000 appliance at full price when waiting for a holiday sale could have saved you 20%. Now, multiply that by every purchase you've made without negotiating or searching for deals. Use price comparison apps, shop during sales, and don't shy away from negotiating. It's what the wealthy do. Wealth isn't built by spending recklessly, it's built by spending wisely. Paying full price isn't just costing you money, it's costing you opportunities for financial growth and freedom. Would you rather overspend today or invest in a future where money works for you? Make the choice that builds your legacy, not just your shopping cart. I have covered here common mistakes people do when they make purchases and lost their hard-earned income. Small changes can lead to massive financial gains. This video is just one part of the wealth-building puzzle. To truly understand how to build wealth, make sure you've watched our previous videos. And don't forget to subscribe to stay updated on all our wealth-building strategies. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for joining us today. Our wealthy discussion will continue in the next video. Until then, take care.